You got a girl from way back when who always hold you down. And shit been weird as hell now that she ain't around. Now I'm playing Switch at home and I'm all alone. That's how it goes. Running up my delivery fees, they'll be the only ones visiting me. No point in me going outside, wish I could pick you up, go for a drive. Cause with you everything is alright, one hand on the wheel, one hand on your thigh. Cause with you everything is alright, one hand on the wheel, one hand on your thigh.
All right. It's so great to be back in touch with you guys again on Zoom. It's one of the few upsides of the pandemic. And this month is my month to host, finally. So I will unmute everybody in just a minute. Hang on. You probably don't know this, but I have a hard time jumping into a conversation with a lot of people. You know, I wait for people to stop talking, but they never stop talking. I was not raised in big boisterous families like you guys. I'm an only child. Yeah, I'm smoking again. Please don't give me any shit about it. It's just for the pandemic. Same as my drinking. Hey, have you noticed that everybody is drinking a lot more lately? Do you know you can get liquor delivered to your door now? Another upside to the pandemic. Annette, honey, put your hand down. I'll unmute everybody in just a minute. And Annette, I love you and Scott. You guys are such a great couple. And it just kills me to hear that you're freaking out about his erectile dysfunction. No, Scott, don't make that face. It's just a disease. You know, we're among friends. And everybody, they should know what's been going on with you guys. And get this, Scott told me this because of his smoking. You believe that shit? All these years of tobacco made his dick go limp. Wouldn't that make it's a great commercial. That would be a great anti-smoking commercial. Kids, if you smoke, your dick is gonna fall off. Not literally. See, all that tobacco, all that nicotine over the years relaxed the arteries or the blood vessels or some shit like that, and the blood went everywhere. But anyway, it's gonna be okay. That would make a great anti-smoking commercial, wouldn't it? Why haven't they done that? Everybody's waving at me. Hey, but listen, oh shit. I gotta go refresh my drink. It's so great to be back in touch with you guys. I'll unmute everybody in just a minute.
You okay? Well, no, I didn't go anywhere. I just went to get you water. No, I'm right here. I wash my hands. I'll just put this right here for you. Well, you fainted. 1 minute we were dancing to 70s glam rock, and the next minute you were out. Well, what happened was you invited me over for, as you put it, pasta and Pandora, a little tortellini, and we were dancing. Bowie came on. Absolute Beginners, my favorite. And you got very flirty. You pulled on the loop on my jeans and pulled me close to you. So I pulled on the loop on your mask and you were on the floor. I mean, does it scare you that much to take off your mask? This was all your idea, okay? You invited me over. You had me at pasta, and you know how much I love Bowie. I just was excited to finally put on some mascara and my cute velvet top and heels that I would throw off. I just came over. This was your idea. Oh, okay. Let's just rest for a moment. I'm tired of being alone. You know, I've gone nowhere and done nothing for 6 months. I've just been working online and getting groceries from my mom and myself. I'm pretty sure I don't have the virus. I'm tired of this. I wish I'd known. I would have got stock in Scott towels and Purell and Zoom. I would have sold all my heels on eBay and stocked up on Skechers shoes. And I would have bought a microphone and have already established my gardening podcast, because guess what? Microphones are on back order, because guess what? Everyone has a gardening podcast. I would have said yes to you. I would have gone with you to that holiday party. What was it? A couple years ago. You kept asking me to do things, and I don't know, I was just going through some stuff. But I should have said yes. And I definitely should have gone to more parties. I should have cashed in all my frequent flyer miles and gone to Spain. I've always wanted to go to Spain. You too? Well, I would love to go to Spain with you. Barcelona. I don't want to wait until whenever this pandemic is going to be over, whatever Bill Gates says. I mean, I just figured out that I like you. I don't want to wait to get the vaccine, do you? So what do? Do we take our temperature every time we see each other? Oh, I know. We could get tested like they do in sports. I'll do that. I'll self-quarantine. I'll quarantine so that someday I can quarantine with you. I mean, I like you. What's that? I can't hear you with your triple mask on. You like me too? Shall we try this again? Okay. Baby steps.
No, I'm opposite Dunkin' Donuts. Well, it's the only thing open. Yes, I admit it. I had to have one. You know I've been craving sugar. Oh, I see you.
I made it. Just walk and walk until you reach the North Star. Easy peasy.
Oh, Jeff, stop being so dramatic. What's that from?
Peter Pan. Didn't you see when you
saw
were a
the
kid?
movie.
The cartoon.
Whatever. Honestly, it can be so annoying.
But you love me, right? I mean, otherwise, this big wedding we have planned is going to be...
Oh, our beautiful wedding for 100 by the sea.
Oh, man, what an adventure it was getting the guest list down to under 50.
Ugh, not counting the two of us. That was a cheat.
I know, but who's counting?
Now I'm going to have to ask for all the deposits back.
No, not yet, not yet.
Jeff, I just lost my job.
Well, then why did you ask me to come here? Why didn't you just go home when they fired you?
Jeff, please. They didn't fire me.
You mean you quit?
Jeff, stop. It's the virus.
They're coming to take you away. Hey, they're coming to take you away.
Will you stop? And what's that from?
Guess. Early 20th century cartoon. Disney? Becky, smile. Look, we're not going to get COVID-19 from each other. But if we stay in this mall, this deserted mall long enough, then we may end up with the virus after all.
Don't be silly. How can we contract coronavirus in a mall with, and I've counted 8 people so far, not counting security.
Haven't you heard? The air conditioning.
Oh, Jeff.
Becky, I'm trying to cheer you up. Let me buy you an ice cream with sprinkles to go with your donut.
Jeff, this is an emergency. I lost my job.
Wait, I thought you just said that you weren't fired.
If you'd stop making jokes, you'd have heard me. You know, business has been failing for a while now.
I know. But all of retail is in a slump. That doesn't mean that they're all just going to go out of business.
Well, if you're family owned and Junior wants to walk away with all the marbles, it does.
So that's it. The virus just pushed it along.
Yeah, looks that way.
What are we going to do?
Oh, now I'm seeing I have your attention. So that changes things for our wedding?
Why? We can still work something out. It just take longer to pay it off.
Well, then what about the honeymoon then?
Well, we don't have to go to Belize. We can go to Cancun.
We won't even be able to go to the corner pub now that neither of us are working.
Right.
And besides, all the stores are shut down. And until April, they said, maybe even later.
Well, look at it this way. We don't have to get married right now. Yeah, well, why don't we just wait until the virus hysteria subsides? You get a new job, I'll look for a job, period. And then we can approach.
You forgot about the...
Honey, it's 2020. No one's going to care if the baby is a bit premature.
Well, she'll care. And when she asks me why our wedding day and her birthday are 2 weeks apart, what do I say?
Becky, but don't worry. I have a backup plan.
Don't say move in with your parents.
Okay, no, better. Ugh. No, I think I'll join the National Guard.
Is this what life with you will be about? Talking you out of one silly idea after another?
Becky, I kind of like that idea.
What about my mom and your parents? And what about me when you're off playing soldier? And the baby?
I'll be back. It's a 2-week boot camp and then it's just weekends. You could be a camp follower.
Sounds fun.
Why not?
Who will be doing all the packing and moving while you're away? And newsflash, I'm about to have a baby.
Not for a while. Okay. All right, you got me. What do you think we should do?
Remember when you proposed?
Not that long ago.
You had a job. I had a job. Life was rosy.
Becky, it still can be. Life isn't over because we're not working and there's a virus knocking at our door. Life is always full of promise.
And surprises.
Yeah, speaking of that, I have just one question.
What?
How do you know my kid is a girl?
Your kid? Who's cooking this little dumpling?
I love the delicious way you put that.
I know I started this, and I'm sorry. I deeply apologize for starting you off on this rosy path.
Honey, I love you. I love you. And I just want us to be together with little Jeff Jr.
Oh, you can be so
Come on, Becky. Come on, truce. I know what we can do.
What?
We'll have twins. Huh? Just you and me and Becky and Jeff Jr. Well, if not this time, then we'll just do it the next time.
You can be so funny and fanciful and infuriating. And that's why I love you too. I promise I will do everything in my power to help you have a son. Okay?
When I don't have a job
And I don't have a job.
and we don't know what's ahead.
And Jeff, this time we really are going to have a girl.
Just give me a few months to get used to the idea. Does she like football?
We can settle for soccer.
That's football in some countries.
But I feel like this.
How many mothers have to cry? How many brothers gotta die? How many more times? How many more times? How many more marches? How many more signs? How many more lives? How many more times?
Hi, everybody. I'm Karen, but you all know that because you're Karens too, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in this support group for Karens. These are weird times, hard times for everyone. I get that. But why can't people just see through the crap and do the right thing? I have a granddaughter coming, my first. Of course, she'll be beautiful. I know she will. Not from my son-in-law's side, but that's another story. So I'm in the dollar store yesterday getting balloons because we just found out that she's having a baby girl and I wanted to, get It's a Girl balloons to bring over because they didn't have a gender reveal party because, well, I just wanted it to be nice, festive. So I asked the cashier if I could get a dozen helium-filled balloons. And she just stands there and looks at me. Then she says, I'm going to need you to put your mask back on. And I'm like, no, masks are bullshit. I just wore one coming in so nobody would hassle me. So now can I get my balloons? No mask, no balloons. And I'm like, yes, balloons, or I'll punch you in the tit. Where's your manager? And she's like, oh, no, don't worry, Karen. I'm calling him now. And I'm like, how do you know my name? And you know what she said? Isn't it obvious? So I just punch her in the tit anyway. And by now, all the people in the line, have got their phones out and they're recording and they're recording everything. So I scream at the top of my lungs, this is what the world has come to. This is bullshit. All I want is my balloons. In the name of my Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump, give me my fucking balloons. Well, then the manager came out and he tells me to leave, and the cashier is crying like a little bitch, and I'm screaming as I walk out, and everybody's filming, and I guess they're up to 1 million hits on YouTube. I don't know. Search balloon Karen. So I guess it's now a crime to be a loving grandmother. I don't know. It's hard out there for a Karen. Stay strong, ladies. Stay Karen strong.
So, is this really a have-to thing?
I don't intend on being here more than 10 minutes. They're delivering my new Benz this morning.
Oh, Mommy, I thought you were getting the Tesla.
Sweetie, you know I don't trust anything I have to plug in, except my Peloton, of course.
Well, I'm not staying if you're not staying. Why are we even here?
You're here because our nonprofit status is suddenly in jeopardy. Suddenly, our houses being owned by a charity is a problem. And our cars and our Pelotons. The fact that we keep all the donations for ourselves is now a problem. They want us to give away all our money, like damn socialists. These are dark days for the 1%ers.
Ever since the rioting, we've been targeted. It is so unfair. And those nasty state bureaucrats are saying that we have to change our hiring practices.
What's wrong with how we hire?
Yeah, it works for other charities. Bigly.
Welcome, all bright warriors. My name is Renee James, and I'm zooming in from Minneapolis. Now, I understand that you have a court-ordered diversity training. Okay, and I'm honored that you chose me.
We didn't choose you.
No.
Oh, I see we're going to have to lay down some rules right away. Now, know this, I have a whip, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Don't get too excited, Mark.
Oh, now, you may only speak when recognized. Now, you abuse that, and I will have to mute you. I understand that your organization is based in Beverly Hills? Oh, and you work on the west side, including Brentwood and Trousdale. Am I saying it right?
It's Trues, not Trows.
Oh, okay then. Okay, I've heard of Beverly Hills, but I assume most of your work is in those other underprivileged areas.
Yeah, we do our best work with the indigent of Holmby Hills. Some of them are second homeless.
Well, admirable as that may be, you guys are getting some pretty brutal treatment on social media. They're calling you the all-white warrior.
Yes!
Now that's gotta sting.
Wait, why would that sting?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight. You folks are in a pile of trouble. The IRS is after you.
I will not be talked to this way.
Mute. The Justice Department is after you. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Now, is it true that you haven't had a Black or Latinx employee for 37 years?
No, we had that illegal alien janitor for like 20 years, Luis, until he stole our toilet paper.
Well, I see you, Mr. Albright, but I have you on mute for now. Okay, so today I will be leading you in a 5-hour program.
What?
Yes, covering DEI. Now, how many of you know what DEI means? What it stands for? Show of hands.
Desperate, ineffectual, evil.
It's a good one, Aunt Glenda.
How's this? Dumb, excrement, icky.
Nice.
Look, my stylist is coming at noon,
Look,
so
look,
like.
all right. I'll tell you. DEI. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Now, let's say it all together.
Bullshit.
Oh, you will be here for 5 hours. Otherwise, massive fines kick in. And I believe there's some jail time if I don't sign this little form. So let's say it again. Diversity, equity, inclusion.
This is some bullshit.
One more time. Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Look, I'm not staying five.
That's weak, team. All right, Mr. Albright, I am unmuting you. Now, can you start us off? Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing keeping me on hold? Yeah, you're darn right I'm mad. Where the hell did you find this black bitch?
Oh, Big Daddy, you are too much.
Wait a minute, Mr. Albright is your daddy?
No, silly. I'm his fiance. Only Ben and Rachel are like actually his kids. But we all call him Big Daddy. Even his sister, right, Glenda? Glenda? Anyway, we call Glenda the VP. The VP of Birkin bags.
Oh, yes. Aren't you all just one big happy family? Except, of course, Christy and Cheryl Lynn and anybody.
No. Oh, Christy is his second cousin, and Cheryl Lynn is Glenda's daughter. And Mark is Rachel's husband. We call him our token ethnically ambiguous one. He really just uses the tanning bed.
Oh, so you're all related.
Well, everyone except me, of course. Well, if it weren't for stupid COVID, I would be Mrs. Albright by now. We're waiting so that we can have a nice big wedding at the Bel Air. Right, Big Daddy?
I only have 5 hours to break you, and I can see that I am going to have to flip to the whitest section of this handbook.
Hey, that's racist.
Privilege.
My volume was turned down and I thought I was on mute, so you can't hold anything I said against me.
Like what?
Well, like when I called you a black bitch.
Yeah, I caught that, Mr. Albright. Do you know that is the definition of systemic racism?
Oh, come on.
Ooh, systemic. You consultants and all your big buzzwords. Ooh.
Oh, I'm a consultant. Okay, my favorite buzzword is ROI. It means return on investment.
All right, that's enough, Julia. Look, I am the CEO and namesake founder of a very respected nonprofit. I hired all these people. That makes me a job creator. I'm one of the good people.
Oh, I'm sure you think running this family mess makes you one of the good people, but it's my job to make you see otherwise. This day is not about you, Big Daddy. Oh. It's about diversity.
Okay, we're sensitive to the ethnics. I mean, I love Mexican food.
And mute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Step one, I'm going to divide you into 2 breakout rooms, and where you'll take turns looking at a situation from the viewpoint of a BIPOC. I assume no one here knows what BIPOC means.
Wasn't he the rapper who was shot in Vegas?
Black, indigenous people of color.
Or that.
I will visit each room and help you along. Even you, Mark. Are there any questions?
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm actually the I'm the head of human resources.
After that exercise, we'll level set creating a diverse work environment.
We have a diverse work environment.
That's right. We're super diverse. Look at us. We're all in different houses. Look.
In our own house.
Carolyn, you have got to stop, girl, because it's not professional for me to be LOLing all over the place. Oh my God, where was I? Oh, okay. Look, we'll do some role playing exercises to explore any barriers that the all bright warriors had against inclusion. Sound like fun?
No.
Okay, now I'd like you to share what you want to get out of the day. First, we'll start with Ben Albright.
Like I told my dad, this is just some politically correct bullshit.
Thank you, Mr. Albright. Restoring my faith in the system. I am muting you now. Next up, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, I agree with Ben. I mean, who is Latinx? Like Malcolm X's brown friend? What?
And mute. That's enough sharing. I'm going to put you in your groups. You know, I'm throwing out the handbook. I'm throwing it out. You guys deserve something custom.
Yes, we do.
Okay, group 1. 2 of you are big, black, scary gang members coming to pay a visit. The other 2 are all bright warriors. Okay, good luck and go. Group 2, one of you, is going to be that janitor you fired. Yes, he wants to talk to you about some documents that he found in your trash. And also, he wants to know where is his last paycheck. You didn't think he spoke English, did you? Go on, go explain yourselves. No, go.
It's worse than you said. You have to help me. These people are terrible, but they won't let me leave the cult. And I think that Ben is sending someone to really take me hostage. Please, I'll take the Michael Cohen deal.
Oh, go back to your breakout room. Hey, and you tell them that I am charging double for this group. White people.
Agree that we're equal as people, then why can't we see what is evil? I can't breathe. You're taking my life from me. I can't breathe. Will anyone fight for me? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Shit.
Hey. I don't know if I can take this anymore.
Ugh, I know. It is such a bitch when Mercury is in retrograde. Ugh.
Oh, please. I've been hearing that all year. Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury is always in retrograde.
Actually, that's not true. It's been less than 3 months this whole year. First from February 17th to March 10th. Then from June 18th through July.
Stop, okay? What's your name?
Ashley.
I'm Dina. Look, Ashley, I don't mean to be rude, but I stopped believing in astrology when I was a teenager, so I don't really have any patience for this BS now. This whole year has sucked. And so obviously Mercury in retrograde means absolutely nothing. Yeah.
Are you a Scorpio? Because that sounds exactly like something a Scorpio would say. Look, I know that you wish that it could all just be explained away, but it really does mean something.
Yeah, it means that the planets are moving around the sun as they have for billions of years.
Well, actually, that's debatable.
And about 3 or 4 times a year, it appears that Mercury is moving backwards, but that is just an illusion. The whole thing is based on ignorance.
When Mercury is in retrograde, you shouldn't make any decisions. Don't sign any contracts. Mercury rules all kinds of communication, and you just have to have patience.
Oh, I have lots of patience. That's why I'm stressed. And now this surge.
No, not patience like people, patience like the virtue.
I know, Ashley. I was just, just trying to change the subject.
That's okay, Dina. We're rounding the corner. It'll all be over soon. Okay.
It will. Have you heard something?
No, Mercury goes out of retrograde next week, November 3rd. And does that date sound familiar to you?
Well, hell yes. That's the date that the orange buffoon goes down big time. It's going to be enough of a landslide that they could be counting the votes into 2021 and it won't mean anything.
Well, I just assumed that you were a Trump supporter.
Seriously? How could you possibly think that?
Well, he does have the senior citizen vote after all. And mine. He's done such an amazing job handling the China virus, don't you think?
Okay. First of all, China virus. And who are you? I mean, I haven't seen you around here. I'm here every day, all day. And where did you come from?
Party town.
What? What does it say on your name tag?
Head nurse. Get it? You know how it's Halloween tomorrow? Well, this is my costume, and I thought I'd just stop by here to see if I can find any cute doctors that want to be my date to the party.
What party?
Oh, well, my friend is throwing this huge Halloween party tonight.
All right, then. Well, Ashley, I hope you enjoy that super spreader event of yours. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around here real soon in a hospital gown.
Definitely a Scorpio.
They are putting children in your food. Those are pedophile codes. Twitter will not let me post, and then I will fight back and show you on Periscope in real live time. What does that look like to you? In your food. I heard McDonald's has it in their food. McDonald's is connected to the Clintons. They chop up the bodies and they put them in the sausage and hamburgers. People are being cannibalized. Look it up. Rabbi Finkelstein, who worships Satan in the synagogue of Satan, admits it to a man who worships in the Jewish synagogue of Yahweh. There's 2 different types of Jews. McDonald's is connected to the Clinton Foundation, as well as Monsanto. Monsanto is connected to the Clinton Foundation. Everything is the Clintons. Keep on sucking. Hard candy is pedophile code. In your food. Sweet, sour, gone. Kids rule. Red shoes. Sacrifice. Child sacrifice in your food. I am not going to apologize for my knowledge. I don't have to apologize for anything, and I won't. I won't. I'm going to show you something else. When Jolly Ranchers, not Rangers, spit them out. It's right there on the package in front of you. Cannibalism. They're putting it in your food. Children are being cannibalized. He's lying. Don't listen to him. Get out. I'm gonna sit there and say that I'm lying. God is gonna knock you down. Get the hell out of my scope. If I have to go down telling the entire world this, then I am the one man that will be remembered for standing up for the little children and the babies at the hand of Hillary Clinton. When are you gonna handcuff that bitch? Handcuff Hillary Clinton. Because the Clinton Foundation Network is the largest child sex trafficking operation in the world. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Who would want to carry the burden in the fight that I have? Sit there and you think about what children go through. Everyone sits there and they're all like, oh yeah, da-da-da, he's freaking out. Well, you should be freaking out. Oh, get out, Tony Colts. Think I'll ever forget the pictures I found when my son was being groomed? Children get groomed. And then they get compromised. Drugged. Compromised. Threatened.
You hear me?
I'll be back.
Come on! You know you're
I'm coming, Mother!
Hello, dear viewers, fans, and strangers alike. Welcome to Beauty Becomes Contentment, my video guide to looking glitzy, ritzy, and chic. I'm your fashion maven, Julie Charisma. Don't I look fabulous? Well, take a good look, because I'm not going to look this way much longer. I usually show my viewers, 20,000 and counting, thank you very much, how to dress up, how to look their best, no matter what the occasion, or no occasion, but to simply feel better by looking better. However, given the times in which we live, global pandemic, massive daily death counts, economic uncertainty, etc., I thought it would be insensitive not to address the current situation, the zeitgeist, if you will. So in today's video blog, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to show you how to dress down, way down. I'm going to show you how to dress if you have to start living on the street, or sleeping rough, as the Brits call it. Rule number 1, wear dark colors, black or dark green or gray. Try to make yourself invisible. And wear lots of extra clothes, preferably in a size larger than your own. Oh, you don't want to be attacked. So, defeminize yourself. The more you look like a man, the better. And not just any man. Try to look like Broderick Crawford in his later years. Oh, younger viewers won't know who that is. Oh, I know. Try to look like Jabba the Hutt. Make sure you have a good pair of sunglasses. Just because you're living on the street doesn't mean you have to get crow's feet. The most important piece of your wardrobe is your hat. If possible, get a hat that has a wide brim to protect you from the sun. And by wide, I mean about 4 inches to shield your neck and shoulders from those cancer-causing UV rays. Lastly, Wear something that has good memories attached. For instance, I'm wearing this necklace because it was my mother's. I can reach up, feel it around my neck and between my fingers, and think of her and all the happy times we shared. There weren't many happy times because she was a bitch. But thinking of her takes me out of the present and back to a more pleasant time. Remove all other jewelry. Nothing shiny that might attract attention. You don't want to be robbed of what little you might have. When I was researching this blog, I came across a few other tips for sleeping rough. Tips from poor, sweet souls who have been forced to turn living on the street into a lifestyle. Tip number 1, avoid anyone drunk or psychotic. I wish someone had told me that before my first marriage, but I digress. Tip number 2, sleep near a public building in case you need to take shelter there. And tip number 3, pretend to be a nutcase. As one homeless woman said, if you act crazy, they'll leave you alone. Blah, 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 blah. The reason I chose today's topic is because I'm about to be homeless. I lost my day job at the beginning of the pandemic and I've run out of money. I'm going to be evicted tomorrow. I have no family to speak of. I sold most of my possessions to get money for food. I put a few things into storage. A friend had some room in the storage area of her apartment building, but I had to take all of my beautiful gowns to a consignment shop. But no one is buying gowns at the moment. There's nowhere to wear a gown. So it may be months and months before any of them sell. So, dear viewers, fans and strangers alike, this is my last video blog. If you see me on the street, please don't point and stare. Either give me money or just look away.
Tell 'em we gon' be alright. Tell 'em we gon' be alright. Let's go. Alright. Say we gon' be alright.